Last week, a customer got quoted $4,200 for a new transmission. Turned out all he needed was a $200 fluid change. After 20 plus years as a Ford mechanic, I'm tired of watching owners waste money replacing parts that are designed to last twice as long. Today I'm showing you 15 Ford components that almost never need early replacement. Let's break this down. You'd be surprised how many folks think their AC compressor is toast the moment the air turns warm. I see it every summer. Someone comes in convinced the compressor's shot because the system's cycling or blowing hot. But here's the reality. Most Ford compressors are still in great shape. The real culprit? Low refrigerant from a slow leak or a condenser packed with bugs and road grime. When the system's low, the compressor cycles to protect itself, which sounds like failure, but isn't. Pro tip: have your AC system checked and recharged every spring, and keep the condenser clean. That $120 service can keep your original compressor running strong for years, instead of shelling out $1,200 for a new one. There's a myth that heater cores are just a ticking time bomb. Owners spot coolant on the floor or smell antifreeze and brace for a big bill. But heater cores rarely fail on their own. The real enemy is old, acidic coolant that eats away at the thin aluminum tubes. What works? Change your coolant every 60,000 miles with Ford-approved fluid. That $70 service can keep your heater core going for the long haul instead of facing an $800 repair. Here's a technical fact. Ford brake calipers are designed to be rebuilt, not just replaced. Yet I see many owners swap them out at the first sign of a sticky piston or uneven pad wear. The real issue is moisture in old brake fluid, which causes internal corrosion. Maintenance insight? Change your brake fluid every 3 years and you'll avoid most caliper problems. I've seen original calipers still working smoothly on trucks with well over 100,000 miles. Ever notice a faint humming at highway speeds and immediately suspect the wheel bearings? Many owners do, but most hub assemblies are replaced too soon. The real problem is usually a torn CV boot or a damaged seal letting dirt in. What to do? During tire rotations, have those boots checked. Catching a torn boot early with an $80 fix can save you a $400 hub assembly down the road. Let's move to the heart of the electrical system. Starters often get blamed for slow cranking, but the real culprit is usually a weak battery or corroded terminals. Heat soak from nearby exhaust and poor voltage delivery are what wear starters out. Pro tip: keep your battery connections clean and your battery healthy, and your original starter will likely last much longer than you think. A lot of folks see a battery light and immediately order a new alternator. But most alternator failures are actually due to a loose or worn drive belt or a poor ground connection. What works? Replace the belt at the first sign of wear and check your grounds. Ford alternators are robust when the charging system is kept in good shape. Quick note before we continue. If you're only going to remember 3 things from this video, make it these 3. Number 1, change your transmission fluid every 60,000 miles. Number 2, stick to 5,000-mile oil changes with quality synthetic. Number 3, replace coolant every 60,000 miles. These 3 habits alone can save you $8,000 or more in major repairs over the life of your Ford. Now, let's get into the bigger, more expensive components. We're moving beyond small components now, into systems that can get expensive fast. Picture this. You're backing out of a parking spot and suddenly the steering feels heavy, or you get a warning on the dash. Most owners fear the worst, but often it's a low battery or a brief voltage drop after a cold start. For hydraulic systems, fresh fluid every 60,000 miles is key. For electric systems, keep your battery and connections in top shape and have software updates done when available. These steps prevent most steering issues and keep repairs at bay. I'll never forget a regular of mine, Bill, a retired lineman with a 2012 F-150 at 180,000 miles. He came in convinced he needed a new power steering rack after his steering got stiff, and the dealer quoted him $1,700. Bill figured it was old truck problems, but after a quick check, I found that his battery was on its last legs and his terminals were corroded. We swapped in a new battery, cleaned the connections, and the steering was back to normal. Total cost? $160. That was 3 years ago, and Bill's still driving the same truck, same steering rack, no issues. Sometimes it's not the part, it's the maintenance. It's easy to worry when you see a little coolant under the truck, but radiators are often replaced for minor leaks or discoloration that don't affect performance. Old acidic coolant is the main culprit behind real radiator failure. What to do? Stick to regular coolant changes and your original radiator will keep your engine cool for the long haul. A rough idle or poor fuel economy doesn't always mean your injectors are shot. Most Ford injectors are built to handle years of use, but poor quality fuel and skipped maintenance can shorten their life. Pro tip: use top-tier gasoline and run a fuel system cleaner every 15,000 miles. This keeps injectors clean and avoids unnecessary replacements. Many owners see a drip of coolant and immediately schedule a water pump replacement, but most pumps last far longer than expected. Old coolant is the real enemy, attacking seals and impellers from the inside. What works? Fresh coolant every 60,000 miles is the best insurance for your water pump. A little whine from the rear end can make anyone nervous, but differentials are tough when cared for. The real threat is old contaminated gear oil. What to do? Change it every 60,000 miles with the right Ford-approved fluid, and your differential will keep humming along. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. RJ, all this maintenance sounds expensive. Let me put this in perspective. Say you spend $200 on transmission fluid every 60,000 miles. Over 180,000 miles, that's $600. Compare that to a $4,000 transmission rebuild, or $70 for coolant every 60,000 miles, versus a $1,200 radiator job. When you do the math, smart maintenance isn't expensive. It's the cheapest insurance you'll ever buy. Would you rather pay a little now or a lot later? You tell me what's expensive. While we're talking about driveline systems, let me show you another part that owners misunderstand: the transfer case. Transfer cases often get replaced after a little binding or noise in tight turns, but most issues come from neglected fluid, not worn out parts. Warning signs? If you notice a grinding sound or binding during parking lot maneuvers, don't panic. Check the fluid first. Pro tip: change the fluid every 50,000 miles, and your transfer case will handle daily driving and winter weather for years. Now we're into the high-dollar territory. Automatic transmissions are often rebuilt or replaced at the first sign of a slip or harsh shift. But most failures trace back to old oxidized fluid. Warning signs: before your transmission actually fails, you'll notice delayed engagement when shifting into drive, flare-ups during gear changes, or a slight shudder during acceleration. These are early warning signs that your fluid is breaking down, not signs of mechanical failure. Common mistake? Owners ignore these signs until it's too late, then blame the transmission when it was preventable all along. Insider tip: Ford transmission filters should be replaced with the fluid, not just drained and filled. Skipping the filter leaves all that contamination circulating through your system. What to do? Change your transmission fluid every 60,000 miles. Don't wait for lifetime intervals. Use only Ford-approved fluid and replace the filter. This single habit can double your transmission's lifespan. Timing chain jobs are expensive, and many owners expect them around 150,000 miles. But with regular oil changes using high-quality synthetic oil, these components can last much longer. Warning signs: listen for rattling on cold starts, especially after the truck sits overnight. Common mistake: stretching oil changes past 7,500 miles or using bargain oil. Insider tip: if you hear a brief rattle at startup, don't ignore it. Get it checked before it turns into a major repair. What works? Stick to 5,000-mile oil changes, and your timing components will reward you with years of quiet, reliable service. Here's the big one. Many believe Ford engines are only good for 200,000 miles before major trouble. But with smart maintenance, early oil, coolant and filter changes, and attention to warning signs, These engines can go 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 miles. Warning signs? Watch for rising oil consumption, loss of power, or persistent knocking. Common mistake? Ignoring small leaks or running low on oil between changes. Insider tip: if you notice oil levels dropping between changes, check for leaks and address them early. The real secret isn't magic or luck, it's prevention. Address small issues early, use the right fluids, and don't cut corners. That's how you get the most out of every part Ford put under your hood. Here's your action plan. Step 1. Check your maintenance records right now. See when you last changed your transmission fluid, coolant, and oil. Step 2. Pick the 3 most expensive items that apply to your truck or SUV: transmission, timing chain, engine, and make those your top priority. Step 3. Schedule these services this month, not someday. I promise, you'll thank yourself in 100,000 miles when your Ford is still running strong and you've saved thousands in avoidable repairs. Drop a comment and let me know which part surprised you most, or if you've got a story about a Ford part that outlasted your expectations. Remember, prevention always beats replacement. Take care of your Ford, and it'll take care of you for the long haul.